down. The night, at least stop tutorials, that is. I might patch some more. Or I should be responsible and go to bed, but we shall figure out which one rules the evening. So what I'm gonna try this time is I kind of want to explore that idea again of the shape changer thing. What I had, I think, is 2 videos ago, when you have two different waveform generators going into the shape changer, and that example previously was two sawtooth waves. I want to try two sine waves just for the fun of it and see what happens from there. I almost want to do a bunch of videos on just this mix and match, which I may, but not right now. Eventually. So the stencil going into the staircase, from what I remember, this is the way I did it, and then I know this is starting to get different. Oh no, I'm not remembering right. Oh no. Divided by 4 out to the y, and it looks like we get kind of a similar thing. Let's play with the sine wave here. It almost looks, if you twisted it, it looks like the face or the face paint of Ultimate Warrior a little bit. So again, we have the this waveform generator, which is going into the horizontal. It's actually horizontal rate, so it's kind of stretching it out right there. That's pretty cool. And then the vertical rate from this waveform generator, going into the vertical, and then the stencil going out into the staircase, the source, and then divide by 4 going into the y. Alone already, that's pretty cool, but I want to do a little more modulation this time. Let's just try the sine. Let's just try to the LFO. As I kind of expected. Let's see if I can get it to yeah, that's what I want. I want a little wiggle. Okay. Next, let's take the second LFO and let's do the curve. Nope. Maybe skew? Let's see what skew can do. That's pretty cool. Let's just tune it down a little bit. That is pretty interesting. So let me actually flip it. Now we're getting something really unique here. And now we're going to take this other LFO and we're going to do the same exact thing, but we're going to go the sine shape up here. Now we're talking. I have never done something like this before, and this is pretty cool. That is a very organic shape right there. Holy crap. So what we were doing here, we're following the same exact pattern on one of the other videos, which is, but instead of sawtooth wave, we're going the shape sine, horizontal shape sine, the waveform generator into the horizontal of the staircase. We're then going from the vertical of the waveform generator sine shape into the vertical. We're taking the stencil out, going into the staircase, and we're doing the divide by 4, just going into the Y. I didn't preface, this has been the same, I haven't changed it, but we're going R into blue, we're going G into G, and B from here into R. Lastly, we're using the triple video LFO as a way to modulate this to create some really unique shape. I have not looked at it since I've been talking, and it's doing some really cool stuff. I hope you're paying attention because it's awesome. We're taking number 3 LFO, going in the shape sine of this waveform generator. We're taking number 2, I just split it up like that, going into the skew of the shape changer. And then we're going the top number 1 of this LFO going into the shape sine of this waveform generator. So just to show you quickly what each LFO is doing. So this is this waveform generator right here, the shape sine. Let's just wiggle it fast. So we're doing that, you know, obviously if I boost it up a lot. Let's just drop it down and get it slow. So it's doing something like that, which is really cool. Now the skew, what is the skew doing? So it's creating this almost type of, it's not symmetrical, but it's as if you had a shape right here and then you had something rounded over it, like a cylinder, like you're looking through a cylinder a little bit. Yeah, you can see it doing that, like coming up like that. It should, I don't know really how to express it with my hands. It's out there. And then the top one, LFO, is going into this other shape sine, so obviously it's gonna do that, but I just wanted to do it to give it a little wiggle. But you can see where it's a little sensitive. If I slow it down, it's a lot better. But I think that's a really, I mean, maybe I'll throw a modulation point in that staircase, but let me just play with the coloring of this, because this alone I feel like is very powerful. This goes back to a very simplistic shape, but there's a lot of character in this simplistic shape. And you're probably going to be like, that's not simple. Well, why I say it's simple is not because of how it looks. It's pretty much just because I literally just took two waveforms and I'm shape changing them together. I mean, it's like what I said the other day. It's just like, just patch, don't think, just let it happen. And that's, look at all the cool stuff that's happening right now. And we'll just try the phase for the hell of it in a prismatic ray. And now that's pretty cool. It's like in between these two columns, and I actually really like that. And I'm gonna leave it at that in terms of design. Actually, I'm gonna take the divide by one and go into the H. See what that does. Obviously, have to mess with it. Yeah, see, all that's gonna do is give you a little gradient. Not all it's gonna do. It's gonna give you this cool gradient, but kind of like where we're at now. So just to, I think I already reiterated to the shape changer aspect of it, but just quickly, what I just did was a prismatic ray going into the phase VC of the staircase, and then another output of the staircase to divide by one into the H. And look, now we're getting a really cool, unique modulated design. This is where I wish I just had a monster system where I could do like 4 or 5 of those at once, but maybe one day, one day. But hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one.